Hey guys, it's Tom, and been kind of messing around here, kind of mostly taking it easy the last couple days here after after Christmas, and I guess today's Wednesday, and let's see, looks like it's about 10 after 11. About 68 degrees in here. I got this old hood that I dug out. I wish I had something a little bit nicer. I mean, this thing is trashed out, and I don't even know what kind of paint it has on it. It is something awful, I can tell you that. But you see, from about here back all the way around, I de-ate it, and get ready to play with the Sagola a little bit with the clear, and I'm going to go ahead and put some color on it. Let's see what kind of paint I have here to put on it. Let's see, what is that? Can't see it. Oh, there we go. B2. Oh, well, hell, that's Pisser's favorite color here lately. B2. That's that funky looking Ford Gold. Let's see, that's candy stuff. Oh, here we go. There's a bunch of black. We'll throw some black on it. Alright, we got that, and I got to paint the Dodge tomorrow, so I don't want to use any 30 clear. So I got some old DuPont clear here, Nason, whatever it is. Let's see if that's the right stuff. Right here. Yeah, that'll work. We'll use this to, I always had trouble laying this stuff right here, and so we'll see how it comes out with the Sagola. So let me get my stuff ready to go here, and we'll shoot it on there, and we'll try some different things and see how it comes out. So let me get all my stuff set up, get my mask on, get the paint guns loaded, and we'll see where we go from there. Alright guys, hopefully you guys will be able to see this. To lay my base, I'm going to use my finishline gun, which is the gun I used to lay my clear with. I got a 1.3 tip in it, and I'll be using it. So I'm going to try to give you guys an example of the fan coming off of this, and then later on in the video you'll see the Sagola, and you'll see how this gun here, the fan, is more out in front of the cap, quite a bit compared to the Sagola. The Sagola, the fan is really tight to the cap. So see what we got here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, here we go. that flash for a minute. I got an old Mustang hood I could have used on this also, but I wanted a hood, I wanted a panel anyway, I wanted a panel that had more edges, vertical edges. So I think this is going to be a good deal for me to practice on, because we got this line here, you can see, and then we got this big radius coming down to a vertical face. So I think that's going to give me a a good area to go over on my clear, so I can I can see just how much I can lay into it before it'll run or whatever. And I'll probably run it. I'll probably try to run it at least on one side. So I think this is going to give me a good example of a lot of the different surfaces that you sort of run across. So that's why I kind of chose this old hood here instead of something that was just basically flat. So I'm going to let this flash off here a little bit. Kill the fan here. It's pretty cold outside, probably about freezing or a little under. So we don't want it to get too cold in here. But we'll let this flash off, and we'll give it a couple more coats. You can see, my prep. I just DA'd it with some 320. It is really kind of rough. Yeah, see all those scratches in there? All these scratches here. So hopefully this is going to work. I'm gonna put quite a bit of base on here. Let's see here. You guys can see. See if we can see some of this stuff here. See all these scratches in here? I mean, there's a lot of them. I don't know if they're showing up in the camera or not. But we'll let this flash off some more, and I'll hit it again, maybe 2 or 3 more times, maybe 4 more times. I don't know. We'll get enough base on there to where we kind of have a smoother situation. Maybe it won't happen. I don't know, but I'm going to do my best to kind of give it a little bit better surface than what we got right there. So, all right, when we put another coat on, I'll turn the camera back on. All right, guys, this is coat number 5 on the collar, and then we'll load the clear up. Okay, guys, I got the Sagola out. I'll be spraying with full trigger on it, and one of the things I wanted to show you guys, and I'm sure that you're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to try. If you look here, there's actually numbers around the fluid valve. And you can't believe how precision the threads are on it and everything else. I mean, it's really feels like a well-made piece of equipment. It sort of reminds me of the end of a micrometer. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not, there are numbers stamped all the way around this right here. So what I'm going to do is full trigger, my pressure, we're going to be up towards the top of the yellow here, and let's see how it goes. I believe I had also had a few water issues when I shot the Yukon, so we'll see how it goes. You guys can see the fan here. See how the fan is very immediate on this gun. So here we go, guys. Okay, this is the first coat. See all the little issues. That's just because the panel is rough. The panel is very rough, guys. You know, it's not properly sanded. See, there's a little peel right there. It's very shiny already. And I pretty much hammered it on there. I think I'm going to mix up just a little bit more clear. While we're setting up here. And then we'll get coat number 2 on it. So turn you back on when we get coat number 2 going. Alright guys, here we go. Second coat. that set for a minute and we'll have a good look at it. Okay guys, it's just a few minutes. All I did was basically clean my gun out, and let's see if we can get a good look at it. And from about here on out, I laid another pass on it, which you guys saw. Okay, let's see. It's still a little tacky. There you, I don't know, did you see that? See the stringy? And there didn't do it. There, I don't know if you can see those strings. See the strings? Looks like a spider web right there. Still pretty tacky. And I hammered it on, so it should flow out even more. But this stuff is laid on pretty flat. Now that Select Clear Nason, I have never ever been able to lay that stuff. It always come out, it looked like sandpaper as a general rule, which is why I quit spraying it. And it is pretty flat. Now it's hard to get orange peel to show up on the camera, I think. All those, what looks like dirt is not dirt. I don't think there's any dirt in it. It's all just the underneath material there, okay? It's what we painted on. You know, it's pretty junky. But you can see the shine in it for sure. Trying to, you guys are gonna have to take my word for it, it's pretty darn flat. And in my opinion, it's been my experience anyway, that clear is pretty nasty stuff. It just doesn't, I can never get it to lay down that well. This is very encouraging, guys. If I can get that Select Clear to lay down like this, you know, you can see the shine right there. I actually, you know, it was wet when I went over this, and I never got any runs, and you guys saw it. I was hammering it on there. So this has more material on it, this side of here does, than this side over here. The first pass I made, I was full trigger, and I ran it in about half a turn on the last pass. You can see, if you look up here in this light right here, you can see a little peel. It is not bad at all though, guys. You know, especially for the material I used, I'm pretty happy with it, how this is flowing out. And you know, like I said, it's not done. You know, we are still, yeah, you can still see it, the silk. Can you see the silk? We're still stringy. Looks like spider web. So it's going to be a while before this sets up. This isn't near as fast as the 30-minute. So I'm very encouraged by this. Again, guys, you know, the prep was, you know, basically all I did was I DA'd it with 220, and then I went over it with 320. This is the roughest surfaces you're going to find. You know, I was just trying to see how it's going to lay out. I think that light is almost hurting us here. There we go. So I think black was a pretty good color to actually test it on, because you know, you see things in black. It's pretty flat, guys. That's encouraging. I tell you what, if you'd have told me a year, 2 years ago that I could lay clear this flat, I would have laughed at you. YouTube has gotten me so much better at painting. I mean, I've just learned so much from everybody. I don't know which side looks best, to tell you the truth. I don't know if the side that has more material on it looks better than the other or not. Let's see how stringy we are over here. We're not stringy, we're wet. That is really wet right there. So I pounded it on. You guys saw the atomization and the fan off of that Sagola gun. I'm a believer. You know, I think if this was a proper surface, you would, this thing would look like glass. I mean, it's so reflective, I can point and my finger isn't even in the camera. You know, you can see me actually pointing. That's cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. I feel really good about this.